Welcome into the SBA Week 10 Game of the Week. And for the first time this season, we are seeing Yoshi Park at night as the Diddy Monkeys will have the Daisy Flowers visit in a Week 10 matchup that is going to be really exciting. So here we go. Daisy Flowers will start off on defense with Rex Meavers at pitcher. Rex Meavers has been a fantastic pitcher for the Daisy Flowers, but it goes back to Defensive Player of the Year candidate Daisy. I mean, she's been lights out on defense all season long. So this is going to be a really, really fun matchup. Never been to Yoshi Park at night. Want to get at least in one time before we are able to get other matchups happening. But what a good grab there from Petey Piranha. A little bit of a voting system for Game of the Week going forward for Week 11 all the way to Week 14. So if you guys want to see how you can vote and go into the Discord. But what a good hit from Funky Kong. Will that be off the wall? That's going to be off the train. Fair. They don't put it in the bucket. I thought that was going to be another one of those Birdo home runs, but just like that, there are runners on first and second. King K. Rool. Been a home run hitter all season long, and there's nothing different here. A good hit from Baby Peach, but Baby Peach gets hit by the train and still grabs the out. Baby Peach and Baby DK have been really front runners for that Defensive Player of the Year because they have both been lights out. And here comes Brown Critter. We can see a good hit there. Good hit. Will drop, and that will send Toad home, and that will send Funky Kong to third and Brown Critter to second. Just like that, the Diddy Monkeys take an early 1-0 lead. If the Diddy Monkeys want to win this game, the power part of the lineup has to be good, specifically with home runs, because they have contributed to 75% of the home runs the Diddy Monkeys have scored this season, which makes sense because of how good they are. But, you know, it's just really interesting to see if they can keep it up against this very suffocating defense in the Daisy Flowers. They were able to get one thanks to a Brown Critter RBI. But here comes the Daisy Flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Vanilla Me at pitcher. Been one of the better pitchers in the league. Has had his hiccups, but could see something happen here. Good grab from Brown Critter, and that will be out. Extending himself to get that ball. What a play from Brown Critter. So here comes Purple Toad. We've seen him have a heroics before. I mean, we've seen him hit the game-winning home run before as well. You know, a lot of stuff's happened. And oh my goodness, the Piranha player almost ate the ball, but just ate the player. Like I said, this is the first time we're seeing Yoshi Park at night. So that is going to be really interesting as we see a quick 1-2-3 out. The Diddy Monkeys are back up. And it's the outfielders who are going to be up for the Diddy Monkeys. One of my personal fan favorites, Monty Mole. Can he get anything to go here? I get a good hit here. What a hit from Monty Mole! Will that be off the wall? It will! I thought for sure that was possibly going to be a home run, but what a play. And hit over the middle, and will not get to Monty Mole, but will get to Red Shy Guy. So Red Shy Guy will advance Monty Mole. Can we see a good hit here from Boo? And that will not be the case, but Monty Mole will advance to third. Up to Red Toad. Can he send Monty Mole home and get the Diddy Monkeys a 2-0 lead? Oh, good hit. That will drop. And there goes Monty Mole going home. That's 2-0 for the Diddy Monkeys. The Toads in the SBA all around have been fantastic. And a good grab from Daisy, preventing even more disaster and getting them out of the inning. But now here comes your best player. If you want to cut into this lead, you do it with this man right here, this behemoth. When he's on, he's the best hitter in the SBA. Can Petey Piranha live up to that name? When the lights shine brightest, can he show out? for the Daisy Flowers. Good hit there. That will be grabbed by Funky Kong, and that will be an out. Funky Kong's been a very underrated third baseman for the Diddy Monkeys. And just overall, just a fantastic player on offense and defense. Finally coming into his own after a few iffy weeks. A grab by Brown Critter. Quick 2 outs. Obviously, the Diddy Monkeys 4-5, while the Daisy Flowers are 6-3, both fighting for that wild card spot. While the Daisy Flowers, with a win here, could possibly, depending on the run differential, could try and pass the Waluigi Spitballs for that first, for that first seed. But with a win here, they would probably get into a bye week scenario where they would have a win over the Bowser Jr. Rookies, who just lost that game to the Spitballs. So right now, as it stands, the Waluigi Spitballs are the top team in the SBA at 7-3. Depending on what happens with the Daisy Flowers, or if the Diddy Monkeys can shock the world and win this game, good hit! But that will be foul. And Funky Kong gets something to go, and he will. That will get him on base. Like I said before, we have never seen Yoshi Park at night. We had to get it in at least once this season, and these are two elite teams, despite the record. Good hit from King K. Rool, but that'll be foul. King K. Rool trying to get something to go here. Will that drop? That'll actually go over to Petey Piranha. No, and they'll call that a foul. What was that? King K. Rool forced to just get on base. Oh, that Petey Piranha just spit out a foul ball. What? I have never seen that. That's why you love coming to Yoshi Park at night. And that's why I like how the Diddy Monkeys have sort of rebounded from a really rough start to the season. As we see a good hit there from Brown Critter. Can the Bite Jump get there in time? Yes, it can. Goes back to Defensive Player of the Year candidate Baby Peach. Just being fantastic in the outfield. Obviously, Flame really reinvented this defensive outfield just because now it's just Baby Peach and a few Yoshis to help with chemistry. Speed and chemistry is the name of the game for this outfield. But Baby Peach has also been electric on offense as well. So that's something to look out for. Oh, Luigi. And, oh my goodness. They thought that ball was going to be caught by Luigi, so King K. Rool could not run to second base in time. You still have a man on third. A good hit there will help with that. And that will be grabbed by Pink Yoshi. Obviously, it feels like the Daisy Flowers should already have a win here and should be 7-2 going into this game because you had the one game where you trusted King Boo as your pitcher and you didn't get this week's King Boo. You got last week's King Boo. And it did not work out for you. But Rex Meverse has been fantastic for pitcher for this team. But here comes Daisy. A good hit there, but that goes to Shy Guy. In my opinion, the Defensive Player of the Year candidate goes to either Shy Guy, Baby DK, and Baby Peach. I mean, all three of those players have been fantastic in the outfield, no matter what happens. And a quick out for Boo. So a very low scoring game here. Going into the top of the fourth. It's 2-0 Diddy Monkeys. So here comes Red Shy Guy. A criminally underrated player on the Diddy Monkeys. Really good whenever he wants to be. Really good back end of the line player to get on base and be offensively productive as well as be a defensive monster. So here comes Boo. And good grab. Good hit there. Petey Piranha with the double play. Petey Piranha extending for that double play. What a reach by Petey Piranha. Been fantastic at second base. For the Daisy Flowers, a good hit there will drop. So Toad will get on base. And the Diddy Monkeys get anything to go here. Diddy Kong trying to get something to go over the middle, and that will get him on base. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Of course, for the Diddy Monkeys, I feel like at this point, if you want to get up to one of those bye spots, you have to really, not really focus on differential, but just get a good record because -8 run differential by week 10 is not the greatest scenario. But a good hit here could increase the run differential. Can the train get there in time? Doesn't look like it. It's nowhere to be found, and that will be an out. And here comes the Daisy Flowers. Like we said before, Purple Toad. Can we see some offensive production like we saw in the game winner? And another strike there. We'll say Vanilla Me has been on point most of this game. He's been electric as a pitcher for this team, especially this game, especially knowing some previous games where he wasn't at his best. Trying to get a good hit here. It's Boomerang, bro. My goodness. That's hit to Jupiter, but that's foul. Trying to get a good hit here over the middle. Brown Critter can't get to it, so I'll get him on base. Here comes Petey Piranha. Can Petey Piranha get anything to go and even up this score for the Diddy Monkeys? No, he can't. And like we said before, that was going to be the key factor for this game. If Petey Piranha can't get anything to go, it's going to be a long day for the Daisy Flowers because they have power hitters galore. When one isn't hitting, the Diddy Monkeys have 3 more that can easily cause problems for you. A good hit there, but looks like the train could possibly get there in time. Can it? Yes, it can! And that will not go in the bucket. King K. Rool is going 3. Look at the big boy go, but he will only be a double. Can Brown Critter send King K. Rool home? No, that is not the case. Close play there, but King K. Rool gets it! Close play. They tried to throw it to third to prevent a runner getting on third, and that did not work at all. And trying to get the out, they just get the out. They have to sacrifice a run. That's 3-0 for the Diddy Monkeys. Can the Diddy Monkeys have any more offense to speak of? Brown Critter going to stay at third. Here comes Red Shy Guy. Trying to get something to go here. And that will be a quick double play, and that will get him out of the inning. Of course, for the Daisy Flowers, it was the story of the unsung hero. That's really been an every week issue for Flame, where like, no matter what, it's the most random guy getting a home run. And last week, it was Rex Meavers having a fantastic home run there to really like open up the game against the Yoshi Eggs, where it was just an absolute blowout. So here we go. Can Yellow Yoshi get anything to go here? Over the middle. And that will be grabbed by Brown Critter, but that will be safe. The speed of Yellow Yoshi was enough. So here comes Baby Peach. Sneaky good power hitter. Can she get anything to go here? Good hit there to left field, and that will be a pop fly, and the train was just there. Train misses deadline by about 5 seconds. And here comes Pink Yoshi. Trying to get something to go here, and that will just be a quick out. When they get back up, they'll be at the top of their order, but now you have to make sure you get 3 straight out with the 3 straight outs with the Diddy Monkeys, because these are probably, after these 3 hitters, is just the worst of the lineup. You don't want to have to face that again. Rex Meavers trying to rebound and bounce back. Well, what a play by Daisy to help him out. Here comes Red Toad. Can Red Toad get anything to go here? Even getting on base would probably be enough for this team. But a great grab from Petey Piranha. Petey Piranha has been thriving at second base for the Daisy Flowers. You really need to get Diddy Kong out here if you want any chance of getting back on without disaster. And that's exactly what Daisy does. What a defensive playmaker that Daisy is. And now you're back up with some pretty decent hitters. So hopefully you can start chipping away at this lead, because you only have 2 innings to do it. bottom of the 6. Here comes Daisy. Can Daisy get anything to go? And a good hit there. That's going to be deep, and that will be a pop fly. Here comes Luigi. Can Luigi get anything to go? Diddy Kong can't get it, so Luigi will get on first. Here comes Toad. Can Toad get anything to go? Over Brown Critter's head. Runners on first and second. Boomerang Bro been one of the best power hitters for the Daisy Flowers. A home run here would even up this game at 3 apiece. Could we see one here? A good hit will drop, and that will get deep. So that will send Luigi home. That could send Purple Toad home, and it probably will, but the buddy throw could be there in time. It's going to be a close play, but Purple Toad gets there in the nick of time. Buddy throw was inches away from working. Very close call, but they're going to call that safe. 2 RBIs for Boomerang Bro, and now here comes Petey Piranha. We see a good hit from Petey Piranha. A home run here would give them the lead. And the bottom of the 6. And Petey Piranha will just get a good hit there. And Boo will not get there in time. But Boomerang Bro didn't run because he thought it was going to be an out. So now it's 2 outs. Petey Piranha on first. Rex Meavers, can he get anything to go? Remember at this field last week, this exact field last week is where he hit a home run. His ability to hit home runs is definitely up there. So now here comes Yellow Yoshi. Comes the suspect part of the lineup. You need just good hits down the middle from them. And that will not be the case. Diddy Monkeys get out of a defensive logjam. They give up 2 runs, but they keep the lead. So here we go, top of the 7th. Can the Diddy Monkeys extend the lead, or do the Daisy Flowers need only 1 run to tie and send this to extra innings? And now you're going to the power part of your lineup. This is the worst case scenario if you're the Daisy Flowers. Good hit there. Not grabbed by Daisy. That will get him on base. And this is the man you have to look out for. King K. Rool can just absolutely shut the door on any comeback for the Daisy Flowers with a 2-run home run here. Trying to get a good hit. And no, that will be a rare dud of a hit. So a quick 2 outs for the Daisy Flowers. It's up to Brown Critter to keep the rally going, to extend the lead. And a good hit there to left field, and that ball is gone! Take that lead, times it by 2. That's a 2-run lead for the Diddy Monkeys. What game time clutchness from Brown Critter. Extending the lead to 2 in this very, very close game, and just like that, the Daisy Flowers will be back up. Now you need 2 runs to tie, 3 runs to win this game in the bottom of the 7th. You need some good hits from Baby Peach and Pink Yoshi to start the rally. And that is not a great way to start it. But there is no chemistry between, there's bad chemistry between King K. Rool and Diddy Kong, but luckily, still getting the out. Finding a way. Here comes Pink Yoshi. Just a hit over the middle would be huge, and that's exactly what you get. Daisy needs a huge hit here. A win here would give the Daisy Flowers at least one of those spots for the seeding. The seeding in this scenario between the top 4 teams in the SBA is so close. And an out by Daisy will give them to their last out. Luigi has to continue to rally to continue this game. And a good hit there, but that'll be foul. Here comes Luigi. Can Luigi get anything to go? Over the middle, but Brown Critter! Game, set, match! A breakout game for Brown Critter, and the Diddy Monkeys will win this game 4-2. When the lights shined brightest, the person who came in clutch was Brown Critter, the game-saving out, and also the home run that was the dagger for that team. But we'll look at the Daisy Flowers. I mean, you just hope that Petey Piranha can get back from this batting slump that he's in. He's very inconsistent, but when he's consistent, the Daisy Flowers are a powerhouse, and that's really been the only thing that really transluted this game, because everyone else did pretty good. It was a pretty good game all around, but the Daisy Flowers just could not get it done. Going over to the Diddy Monkeys, 70 batting and 40 fielding will give Brown Critter a breakout MVP. And I mean, you have to give credit to Vanilla Me as well for only allowing 2 runs that entire game. Vanilla Me seems to be back. You'd hope for a better game from King K. Rool, but overall, you cannot complain with how this game was played. And with that, the Diddy Monkeys go back to 5-5, and with that loss, the Waluigi Spitballs are going to be the sole leader of the #1 seed. And going into week 11, that's going to matter because there's now 4 weeks until the SBA playoffs.